Hey guys, I'm gonna do a guest video for the fun stuff today, and I'm Aahan Patel. I have been in previous videos for maybe like 3 or 2, I don't know exactly know. And I'm gonna show you how you can do a quick, very simple animation in Blender. And it's like very simple. Like it won't use cycles or Eevee or any of that. It's just going to be quite simple, like very, very simple. It will show camera and light because that's what you need in order to render. But yeah, it will be like that. So first step is to download Blender 2.8. So go to blender.org. And here it says Blender 2.92 is out. Click on download this. And then you see on this, I'm on Mac OS, but if you're on Windows, you can go and then just say download Blender 2.92 or something like that. And then click OK. I'm not going to click on OK because I already have it and I don't want to waste. And then it will say Blender is all yours to keep. And then after that, you just put it in applications if you're on Mac, or on Windows, you just double tap it and set up the application. But once that's done, voila, Blender is yours. If you know how to download something on Windows or Mac, it would probably be very easy. Okay, so that's basically just how it's going to be. I'm going to Command Q. Now I'm going to go to Blender. So you'll see this sort of splash screen, okay? If you want to say new file, you click on this. You can click outside or general. I will just click outside because it's already in general. And I'm going to delete this, okay? I'm going to click and do Shift A. Shift A. If you see the shortcut below, then you would understand. But if you can't, I'm sorry about that. And you can add whatever you want. But for this, I'm going to add a monkey. I'm just going to do some touch up because it looks kind of like unsubdivided. It doesn't look that good. So I'm going to just go right click on shade smooth, and then I'm going to go here to this modifier, add modifier, and do subdivision subsurface. And you can put it up to 1, but I'll put it up to 2. So look at that. It looks way smoother already. And you can add some colors if you want to. Whoops. So I'm going to add the colors at the end. So first thing we are going to do is just add the camera. In order to, if you have a number pad keyboard, you click on number pad 0. But if you don't, you just click on this over here. If you want to do this, you won't see that in camera. This is more like an unrealistic view, but it looks more to like just analyze it or things like that. So I'm just going to click there. Okay. Now, another thing I'm going to do is you click on N, or you can just, for some reason it's not working. There you go, it's working. Or you can just drag this over here. Click on view and lock camera to view. That way, when you lock camera to view, it will be like, one sec, I just need I'm going to click on N, or you could just drag that. If you lock camera to view, then you see it will be, you can adjust your camera. I'm going to also just zoom out a little bit. So there, that's how the camera looks. If you just want to see, you can click on render image. It won't actually render image, so you don't need to worry. Yeah, and you see it looks kind of dark, but we're going to go on that a little later. Next thing we're going to do is auto keying. You click on this sort of white circle over here for auto keying, and go click on this move one, or you can just click on G. See? So you moved. If you want it to stop, click on ESC or escape, or just right click. But I'm going to click on escape because I like using the keyboard better than mouse. Plus, I actually think that unless you're using like a middle mouse like this, then it looks better. Anyways, so the thing that I'm going to do is click on move, and I'm going to move this a little here. Whoops, I actually forgot. I have to keep it there. I'm gonna go, you can use any frame you want, but for this, I'm going to use, most people use 24, but for this, I'm gonna use 30. I've used 75, I've even used 120 before, but for this, I'm gonna use 30 because it's gonna be really basic. So I'm just gonna add this here. I'm gonna go to 60. I'm gonna add this back. I'm gonna go to 90. So every second, it's gonna just go back and forth. And then just go to 120. My mouse was hovering over that, so I don't know if you could see. Then I suggest you just go continue so it doesn't glitch, because that has happened to me before. And then just set the start rate to 1 and this end rate to 120. You can also do 121, but I'll do 120. So there, if you play with space bar, you can also play back. So now you see that. I'm gonna actually do something kind of fancy. So I'm gonna rotate it. And for that, I'm just gonna click on auto key again. I'm gonna go all the way to 30, not 32, but 30. I can't see it that well because of my mouse. And I'm gonna just go to rotate, and I'm just gonna move that here. Now look at that. And then you just go to 60, it will be fine. So I'll just go to 90. This tutorial might be kind of long. I thought it would only take like 9 minutes, but it will be quite long, I guess. And then I just go to 120, and then look at that. Stop auto keying. Now in the actual video, like I will put this in MP4, it will be that. And then I'm just gonna click on, I'm gonna stop camera, and then I'm just gonna click on that. I'm gonna do Shift A and add a plane. So you see this plane. I think I have to move it a bit back because I don't want a plane in the middle of that. I'm gonna add it like as a stage background. There won't be like a floor, but I'm just gonna add it as a stage background. So in order to rotate it, now you see this. It's not this rotation, it's not gonna be in camera because, oh, I rotated on the wrong axis. You rotate it on the x-axis. You see this? Voila. And then I'm just gonna go click on S for scale and just make it huge. Or I could just go do that and then do that again. But if you wanna normally do it, then that would be fine. Now click on 0 to see if it would be like that. But voila, it would work. Now the next thing is click on Z for the pie menu and go to render. So yeah, now you see it doesn't look that bright, not amazing. I usually go to the sun one, but I mean, it's your choice. It's gonna be like your own one. Yeah, you see it's kind of dark. So I'm gonna do something kind of cool. I'm gonna go, is it modifiers or this? Yeah, it's this section, object data properties. So only for light. I'm gonna crank up the watts all the way to 1,800. 1,800 watts. Now look at that. It's kind of large. I'm gonna just put it close. But you see, if you don't like it that much, I completely understand. Now you see that it looks kind of weird. That's the thing. So I am actually gonna crank up the watts like a lot more, like a lot more. Radius, I think I should lower it a little bit. Radius won't really have much to do. And then I'll just rotate it along a different axis. And then you see, instead of that, you can just put it back. Actually, I'm kind of going to do something else. I'm going to delete the light by clicking on delete. And I'm going to do Shift A, add a light. Oops, Shift A, add a light. and go to sun. That way would probably be a lot better for lights. So this way, I'm gonna just, look at that, it's much better already. 0. Yeah, the shadows won't be in the picture, unfortunately, but still, it would be kind of cool. Okay, so you see that? I'm gonna go to strength. Actually, I didn't know. Whoa, now it looks a lot better, like a lot more lights. I'm gonna just change the color of the background, stop camera. Instead of putting at rotation, I'm gonna change the color of the background by going to, and instead of going to rendered, I'll go to material preview or 2, but you have to click on Z and then 6, not just 6 immediately. So Z and then 2. So yeah, you see it looks kind of white. It looks not that good. So there, just go to this material, click on new, see materials, and go to base color, I'm gonna do red for this because I love red. This subsurface is actually like the color when the light is shining. So if this is yellow, it would look more sort of yellower based on the lighting. So basically you can adjust this a little there. And you see, I'm gonna go, instead of material preview, I'll go to rendered. It looks more different. Have you realized that? It looks much different in rendered. Well, not much, but it looks kind of different. And then for the monkey, I'm just gonna do a plain old yellow or maybe an orange or something like that. Subsurface, I'm just gonna do red because of the red background, or I could still do orange because red and yellow is orange. Subsurface, I'm not gonna pay attention that much because of that. Now I'll go to Z and render. Now, this is what you're gonna see in the final rendered one. So voila, you basically just see that. It's not gonna move anything. Well, actually it didn't move, unfortunately. Yeah, I guess I have to. Okay, then, well, that's it, I guess. No, that's a lie, it's not it. You have to export it next. And to export it, you click on this one. No, not this, actually this. I forgot the name, dimension properties, I guess. Now you see this? I'm gonna put this file format in PNG. You could do JPEG, but I'm gonna do PNG because it's better. And export it to any file you want to. I'm gonna just select one that I want to. I think you go to, not desktop, but you go to Moving Monkeys. Click on accept. If there are photos already there, it will automatically exit them. So the next thing you just need to do is click on render animation and see how much time it takes. It will be very short, but if you put it in cycles, it will take a lot more time. But this is not even Eevee, it's in your workbench. So it's gonna be it won't take that much time. Now I just need to wait. Okay, so all the frames are now rendered, as you see. Now you don't need to go right click and then just do all that. That's what I actually mistaken before. So you don't need to do that. You just need to go click on this blender icon, or you can just completely start a new one, and I'll go to video editing and say video editing. Now, this is what I'm gonna do. See, I see all of this in Moving Monkeys, and also like if I go to go, and if I go to folder, then I can go, not there. I'm gonna actually go here, Moving Monkeys. Yeah, so all these frames are rendered. So I'm gonna do this. It's actually gonna be quite simple. You just click on add image sequence, Moving Monkeys, and now click on A. That will select all images, which is PNG or JPG. Now there is kind of a problem. This is backwards, but unfortunately I'm not going to go uncover that today. Sorry, but the thing is, it's over here now, but frame rate is 24. Let's put it as 30. So it's 4 seconds. It might, if it's wrong over here, like it shows red, that means it's not playing at a correct frame rate, but that won't affect how much it exports at. So I think it's basically just fine. Now, the only thing that we need to do is you can export it to QuickTime or any of those, but I'm going to do FF and PEG. You could also do like color will be RGB, encoding. Container won't be Matroska, but it will be MPEG-4, which is MP4. This is going to be H.264. This is going to be high quality, and the encoding speed will be good, not real time, unless you want to put it real time, but that will take up a little more space, a little bit more space and more data. Isn't that the name? Not data. I think that's the name. Yeah, data. It will take more of your CPU and data. Anyways, now just command F12 because or just render animation. It won't be that long. It's that like look. Okay, and now it shows that black screen. That means is done. Sometimes it might make a mistake, so you can only do video editing one at a time unless you don't add that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to Aahan Patel, moving monkeys. And now this is the whole video. Thank you, subscribe to the fun stuff, and thanks for watching. Like this video and subscribe to the fun stuff, and thanks for watching this video. See ya.